First thing we're going to talk about today is we have Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. This is a new book by Grady Hendrix. And Grady Hendrix, if you guys don't remember, we have covered one of his books here before. And Grady is an amazing, fun author of horror books. And we covered the, How to Sell a Haunted House. And it was an amazing, amazing book that we covered. We gave it a lot of praise and raved reviews. It got the Nerdy Reads stamp of approval for sure. And so Grady has a new book out. I'm going to read a little bit about this synopsis wise. They call them Wayward Girls. Loose girls, girls who grew up too fast, and they're sent to the Wellwood home in St. Augustine, Florida, where unwed mothers are hidden by their families to have their babies in secret, give them up for adoption, and most important of all, to forget any of it ever happened. 15-year-old Fern arrives at the home in the sweltering summer of 1970, pregnant, terrified, and alone, under the watchful eye of the stern Ms. Wellwood. She meets a dozen other girls in the same predicament. There's Rose, a hippie who insists she's going to find a way to keep her baby and escape to the commune, and Xenia, a budding musician who knows she's going to go home and marry her baby's father. And Holly, a wisp of a girl, barely 14, mute and pregnant by no one knows who. Everything the girls eat, every moment of their waking day, and everything they're allowed to talk about is strictly controlled by adults who claim they know what's best for them. Then Fern meets a librarian who gives her an occult book about witchcraft, and power is in the hands of the girls for the first time in their lives. But power can destroy and as easily as it creates, and is never given freely. There's always a price to be paid, and it's usually paid in blood. So that's Grady Hendrix's new book. Right now, it's got about 498 ratings, about 500 ratings, sitting about 4.09 for the people who got early access. This thing is expected to be published January 14th of 2025. Very excited for this.
Yeah, day one, easy. Anything Grady Hendrix puts out, I'm throwing down on. I've read several of his books. I think still to this day, Southern Guides to Vampire Slaying is what it's called, something to that effect. Still my favorite novel of his, but Best Friend's Exorcism, Horror Store, of course, How to Sell a Haunted House. We covered that on episode 14 of this show. All great.
You know, my Best Friend's Exorcism might be the best cover I've ever seen on a book. Just I love the VHS case vibe that it has. It even has the old looking color. I mean, it's a really cool cover for a book. So, and it's an amazing book itself. So Grady Hendrix, I mean, he's one of our faves. So we'll definitely be covering this one 100% without a doubt. Dylan, you going to read that one with us?
I'm intrigued.
We're always intrigued.
I'm always intrigued.
I will say there are some interesting stories that we discuss on the show quite often. Mm-hmm. I just never get around to reading them.
And, you know, in the meantime, Grady has quite a bit of work out there. So if you have not checked out a Grady Hendrix book, we highly recommend that you go and do that in preparation for Witchcraft for Wayward Girls.